Welcome. Today is Wednesday, December 8th, 2021. My warm-up today is, what's your favorite thing about winter? What is it that makes you happy about winter? Go over that. Our agenda today is U5 L14, the Hackathon Part 2. What is due is your U5 L11 traversals practice. Our goal is that students will be able to begin programming an app which uses a database. Translate the paper prototype to their screens. Okay, that's what we're up to. U5 Lesson 14, Project Hackathon Part 2. Let's go into our code.org. Today's activity is the Hackathon Project, Step 4. Prepare to build your app with a partner. Okay, once you've filled out all the paperwork, because you are going to be graded on your activity sheet, through 6, and planning. What are your functions going to be? Okay, let's take a look at those. All right. Step 5 is test screens with a partner. Build a quick version of the screens, which includes all elements with their proper element IDs. Don't worry about the design at all. This is purely to allow the programmer the ability to test their code as they go along. You can keep designing your screen. So here, so see how this is set up? It's just, button, some image, text. Here's your dropdown. All right. For the project, you need to choose your roles. Who is going to be the programmer responsible for the majority of the programming, needs to communicate decisions with the designer, and who is going to be the designer responsible for design of the app, pair programs with programmer as needed. Okay. Just make sure. Yeah. All right. So part 6 is build. Okay. The chart guide programming your stage to your program. Step 6, designers use the chart to guide you in adding screen elements to your program. You can work on a separate computer from your partner. Okay. When the designers finish the screens, they should start pair programming with the partner. So that's your switching who's looking at what you need to program and who's actually doing the program. I really want everyone's hands on the keyboard. I've had students that are just watching their partners and saying, yeah, got that, okay, but they don't really. It's very difficult. It looks easy and you say that you understand it. The moment you're at the keyboard, it all of a sudden becomes complex and difficult to remember. So please alternate, say every 3 minutes, every 5 minutes, switch who has their hands on the keyboard. All right. So designer, ready to share your screens with the programmer? Follow the steps below. So programmer, add a blank screen. Delete the old project screens, your placeholders. Click the screen dropdown, then click import screen. Designer, click to share your project. Copy the link and send to the programmer. Programmer, paste the link in from the designer. Programmer, select to import all of the screens. Delete the blank screen, set the home screen to be the default screen. Hint, go to design mode and click on the screen. That does the set for you. Okay, so the idea is you need a blank screen. You have to have some screen in your app in order to import. You cannot have the identical screens. If you have screens named the same thing as what your partner is going to be giving you, you need to change, modify that name, add a 1 to it, whatever, so that you can import the new screens. If you have a screen with the same name, it will not import. Okay. Let's see. Why is this step necessary? It's a little complicated. You cannot delete all of the screens from a project. In order to get rid of the old project screens, you'll need a new temporary screen. Once you've imported the designer screen, you can get rid of the temporary screen. Okay, why do I need to delete before importing? The programmer and designer will have used the same element IDs for the placeholder screens and the imported screens. This may lead to problems when importing if the placeholder screens are not deleted first. Just went over that. Good thing to know. All righty, you've done a great job.